Quite a big number of D.C. students are being suspended from school.
But the most startling part of a new report is how many pre-K and elementary school students are on this suspension list.
D.C. Bureau Chief Sam Ford live in Northwest Washington now to break down the numbers for us and the decisions behind them. Sam?
So, Leon, we're in front of KIPP DC school on P Street Northwest. It's one of several KIPP schools that are around the city, and one of the schools that are on a list for high suspensions in a study in 2011. Well, this latest report from the State Office of Education says that suspensions are rife in the DC school system, and it starts in pre-K.
And I got suspended.
10-year-old Tariq Cunningham, who attends D.C. Prep Public Charter School, says pretending that he was shooting a gun meant a 2-day suspension, which his mother thinks excessive.
It's easy to get suspended.
A new report found that more than 5,000 D.C. students were suspended last year, the highest 6th through 9th grade black boys, but also hundreds of children in pre-K, kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grades were sent home at least one day. The report covers both public and public charter schools. And critics ask, why so many? Why so young?
Instead of using school to also teach some of those socio-emotional pieces that we should be teaching in school, we're taking the easy way out and we're suspending kids. So kids in preschool are being suspended for temper tantrums or for soiling themselves.
Tariq's mother agrees.
He never shouldn't have done that, but they didn't talk to the student about what you can do, what you can't do.
Some parents say disruptive students should be suspended, period. Though the Office of the State Superintendent of Education that put out the report also says suspensions should be the last resort.
Our position at the state office is to really reduce suspensions and expulsions as much as possible. So
the report says suspensions increase the likelihood students will misbehave in the future, become truant, and fail to graduate. And the State Superintendent of Education says his office is recommending that pre-K suspensions stop, period. Although the D.C. Lawyers for Youth say that children under the 4th grade should not be suspended from school. KIPP's director sent us a note, a statement saying that KIPP suspensions have declined since that earlier report on the year 2011, that the suspensions here are less than they were then. There were 43 schools in D.C. where there were no suspensions. There were 8 where at least half the student body had been suspended at one point during the school year. Reporting live from Northwest Washington, Sam Ford, ABC 7 News.